After we get married, how many sons are we gonna have?
How many do you want?
Well, how many do you want?
Well, it would be nice to have a full team.
Favorite sport?
What's your favorite sport?
That's the trouble. Football.
As a citizen, I would not like to see any political party outlawed on the basis of its ideology. Democracy is strong enough to stand up for itself against the inroads of any ideology, no matter how much we may disagree with it. There is no such thing as left or right. There's only up or down.
I believe that the issues confronting us cross party lines. Now, one side of this campaign
has been telling us that the issues of this election are the maintenance of peace and prosperity. The line has been used. We've never had it so good. Somewhere, a perversion has taken place. Should Moses have told the children of Israel to live in slavery under the Pharaohs? Should Christ have refused the cross? Should the patriots have thrown down their guns and refused to fire the shot heard round the world? You and I have the courage to say to our enemies, here is a price we will not pay. Point beyond. They must not advance. We'll preserve for our children this last best hope of man on earth, or we'll sentence them to take the last step into 1,000 years' darkness. When great forces are on the move in the world, we learn that we are spirits, not animals. There's something going on in time and space, beyond time and space, which, whether we like it or not, spells duty. You and I have a rendezvous with destiny.
Wow, I could have had a V8.
Oh, Ronnie, that's a super smooth shave.
That's because I used Gillette. Soothe your skin with Campho-Phenique Antiseptic Powder.
At the movies or at home, honey, they're the perfect snack.
Icy, the coldest drink in town, at a sweet low price. Come on, Colemans, light my fire. Next Tuesday, you will all go to the polls and make a decision. And when you make that decision, I think it would be well to ask yourself, are you better off than you were 4 years ago?
Is America as respected throughout the world? Do you feel as safe? Are we as strong as we were 4 years ago?
And if you answer all
If your
those
answers
questions,
are yes,
why then I think your choice is very obvious.
and I think it is obvious who you will vote for.
But if you don't agree, then may I suggest another choice
that you have.
And let us pray for the salvation of those who live in that totalitarian darkness. Let us pray that they will discover the joy of knowing God. And let us be aware that while their unelected leaders preach the supremacy of the state, declare its omnipotence over individual man, and predict its eventual domination of all the peoples of the earth, they are the focus of evil in the modern world. It was C.S. Lewis who, in his magnificent screwtape letters, wrote, "The greatest evil is not done in those sordid dens of crime that Dickens loved to paint,
Nor is it done in the concentration camps and labor camps. In them, we see its final result. But it is conceived and ordered, clear, carpeted, warmed, and well-lighted offices by quiet men with white collars and cut fingernails who do not need to raise their voices, but speak in soothing tones of brotherhood and peace. Beware the temptation to ignore the facts of history and the aggressive impulses of an evil empire."
We have prevented nuclear war for more than 3 decades. Recently, however, it has become clear we cannot rely solely on offensive retaliation to maintain peace. I call upon the scientific community, those who gave us nuclear weapons, to turn their great talents now to the cause of mankind and world peace. To build this defensive missile shield, rendering these weapons impotent and obsolete.
You already are the oldest president in history, and some of your staff say that you were tired after your most recent encounter with Mr. Mondale. I recall yet that President Kennedy had to go for days on end with very little sleep during the Cuba Missile Crisis. Is there any doubt in your mind that you would be able to function in such circumstances?
Not at all, Mr. Truitt. And I want you to know that also, I will not make age an issue in this campaign. I will not, for political purposes, exploit my opponent's youth and inexperience.
A few months ago, I told the American people that I did not trade arms for hostages. My heart and my best intentions still tell me that's true, but the facts and the evidence tell me it is not. Now, what should happen when you make a mistake is this. You take your knocks, you put things in perspective, and you go forward. Behind me stands a wall,
part of a vast system
of barriers
that divides the entire
gash
of barbed wire, concrete,
gash,
dog runs,
barbed
and
wire,
guard towers.
concrete, dogs,
An instrument
and
to
guard
impose
towers,
upon ordinary men
imposing
and women
the will of a totalitarian
state. As long
as this gate is closed, and this scar is permitted to stand, there is a question of freedom for all mankind. There is one sign that the Soviets can make that would unmistakably and dramatically advance the cause of freedom and peace.
General Secretary Gorbachev,
if you seek peace,
if you seek liberalization and change, come here to this gate.
Mr. Gorbachev,
Open this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.